you, Moira.
Online.
Thursday.
On digital radio.
Really?
And on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Absolutely.
Mesdames et messieurs,
Thanks to Vanessa. Good morning to you.
It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time
This is London.
of the day.
Happy Thursday, everyone.
Rocktober, Thursday morning. Well, hello, good morning, welcome to the show. It is Thursday, indeed. We've checked, it's Thursday. Vanessa's been saying it all morning too, so it must be true. Friday Eve, the gang's here till 9:30. Merrily harvesting her way. Nice. Through a field of applications for the entry into the Good Morning Chris Club. And yours on 88.291. Is today officially Harvest Festival? It is, isn't it? And we're all going to be singing We Plough the Fields and Scatter for the next 3 hours. Join in if you like. It's going to be great fun. By the way, did Merrily finally catch up on Dr. Foster? Yes, she did. She caught up from Tuesday night's original broadcast because she has to go to bed early because she gets up at silly o'clock to work on this stupid show. basically her précis was, she said to me, well, see, at the end of the penultimate episode, it looked like Dr. Foster was going to run him over. Anyway, that's where they left it. She didn't run him over, she swerved, but then he tried to do away with himself, and in the end, their son ran off. It was very dark. Very dark for a catch-up Wednesday. Well, it is October. Everything's generally dark at the moment. Who else is here? Jimmy Flash, ploughing through the email inbox. Crystal Evans at bbc.co.uk. Morning, Jim. Jazzy James. His phone was very busy after the show yesterday. Has his headset on. Ready to take the course for all the right reasons. Moira's using. Vassar sporting. Lynn's travelling. Big Nick is back on the bells, whistles, levels and faders. Fresh from Chris Rea in the piano room. Is that correct? Was he pianoing? Or was he guitaring? He was singing. Somebody else was pianoing. Okay, I suppose that's allowed. Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! With all the radio welly required for this international behemoth of a broadcast. Sowing the seeds for another super show. And hopefully another terrific Thursday. Welcome aboard, all aboard!
What's in the words, don't play by the rules. From mouth to ear, anything's possible. Set the needle down, take it back to the start. When do we lose just how free we are? Help yourself to what you want. Get caught by the wind. Believe that you can fly. Celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof. Watching aeroplanes. Believe that you can live. Yeah, forever and a day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Every chain got a broken link. Jump off the boat. You can swim or sink. The swallows dive through the summer nights. Something beautiful. Money just don't buy. Help yourself to what you want. Get caught by the wind. Believing you can fly. Celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof. Watching aeroplanes. Believing you can live. Yeah, forever and a day. Don't say it's over. It's never over. There's always time to change and start again today, right now. What's in the woods? Don't play by the rules. From mouth to ear, anything's possible. Help yourself to what you want. Get caught by the wind. Believing you can fly. Celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof. Watching aeroplanes. Believing you can live. Yeah, forever and a day. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Celebrate everything. Oh, yeah. Get caught by the wind. Oh, yeah. Watching aeroplanes. Oh, yeah. Get caught by the wind.
Stereophonics, Caught by the Wind. Well, there's the theme tune for this morning. Very windy in the sticks this morning. It's heading the smoke's way. I don't know if it's windy where you are. We have a few texts about this. Good morning, Chris. Going to be in the club, please? Just about to go rowing. All right, you might want to rethink that. On the Menai Strait in North Wales, we'll be in the Celtic Longboat from the Royal Welsh Yacht Club. Oh, you'll be fine. So you sound like pros. Looking forward to a glorious sunrise. Okay, obviously not that bad where you are. Good morning, Chris and the gang. Please come Vince. I like a Vince. And I be in the club this morning. We are off to Guildford to take our HGV exams after 4 days of intensive training with the lovely Steve. You'll be fine. They want me to pass to get some peace and quiet in the cab. Thank you. Have a great Thursday. You too, Pip Watkins. Good morning, Chris. Please, can I be in the club? I got up half an hour earlier this morning, so I had time to try to make my hair look the same as when I left the salon yesterday. Never works, does it? New colour and cut going to take a few days to get used to. Have a good day, says Liz Barnsley. Liz, it's not your bed's fault, and it's not the time's fault, and it's not the night's fault, and it's not your pillow's fault. It's your hand's fault, because my Carmel, she just has magic hands. When she touches my hair, regardless of whether it's been cut or not yet, or washed or not yet, it just does what her hands want it to. It's just different. It's real it's genuine talent. It's raw talent. Morning, Chris. Can we be in the club? My husband is a stonemason, and we're off to Devizes Market to try and sell our stuff this morning. Says Anna and Andy in Somerset. Good luck with that, guys. And good morning, Chris. Can we be in the club? On our way to the Enchanted Forest in Perth from Chester. Canoe on the roof. Boys in the back. Andy and Helen Moran. Texting that. All right. Plenty of punks. Deep ones for the grown-ups. High ones for the kiddies, for the ankle biters, for the smallies. But do keep stopping and checking on your canoe, because the wind might have other ideas. All right? Kids should be fine where they are.
BBC Radio 2 invites you to attend the West End's School of Rock. Yeah! Based on the film, the Olivier Award-winning musical throws open its doors on November the 6th for a very special gala performance in aid of BBC Children in Need.
How come none of you told me you could play music?
At least 50% of your ticket price will go to the charity, and there's even a small selection of VIP tickets with which you can meet the cast.
Hi, we are the School of Rock, and we think you are really going to enjoy this one.
Support Children in Need this year and experience a very special gala performance of School of Rock at the New London Theatre on November the 6th. To get your ticket, go to the Radio 2 website now.
Well, if it ain't 17 minutes to 7 on this Thursday morning. 5th of October, Liam Gallagher playing on the show tomorrow. Some people still worried about it. Today's Big Stream Bells was chosen by, not us, Nicola Pryor from Southend-on-Sea in Essex. She says, this song plays in an animation comedy that follows Alex the Lion, Marty the Zebra, Melman the Giraffe, and Glory the Hippo's quest to reach the Big Apple in their efforts they catch the attention of an animal control officer, so they muster a plan to escape. Nicola's Big Screen Belter from the film Madagascar 3 is Katy Perry with Firework. Katy Perry in the post today with a new look, rocking the full 100% Sue Pollard.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go You're gonna leave 'em rolling You don't have to feel like a wasted space. You're original, cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you know you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go
about Anna and Andy in Somerset. My husband is a stonemason, and we're taking our wares to Devizes Market today. So is that just what are they taking? Are they taking sculpted stone, or are they taking?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, not just gorgeous stone that you
Bits
can
of
use.
stone.
Yeah, I
no.
don't know. Who knows?
I think he will have done something to them.
I bet they must have a very robust vehicle.
I was thinking that. Can you imagine the loading on and the loading off? Oh.
I am suspecting triple axle.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking ice skating.
No, you're not, are you? Ooh.
Anyway, tell us more. We want to know more. Oh, more. Are we? Hang on a second. Let's find out. Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're talking to Roger Wilkins, the Sunset Cider Farmer, from yesterday at 20 to 9 this morning. It is fabulous, isn't it? And we're all going to be there about midday, so I hope you're ready for us, Rog, because we were halfway to your place yesterday. We were hauled back just by the gravity of responsibility. But today, after talking to you, we might just have to come and live with you for the rest of our lives. What does ISDN stand for? Come on, Nick, you know this.
No, I don't.
The ISDN line, which means you can broadcast from wherever you are in sort of semi-acceptable quality. What is it, Nick?
Nick doesn't.
Nick, who's everything science to us on this show right now, says, I'm not sure about the I and the S, but I think the D and the N is digital network. Well, it's sort of all we need to know. Integrated Services Digital Network. Yeah. Okay, good. Excellent. Now we know that. Let's do some other acronyms this morning, shall we? NASA, come on, NASA's easy.
No, I can't remember that.
Come on, yes,
No,
you can.
No.
North American Space Agency.
Oh, there you are.
You knew that one. You did, you tease. You absolute tease.
No, I don't know anything.
Katy Perry, by the way, there. Firework, today's big screen belter. Choose yours, bbc.co.uk. /radio 2 pages and the big screen belter. And talking to Katy Perry, there she is, rocking the full Sue Pollard.
Oh, heavens, yes.
Don't you think so?
Oh, well done there.
Okay, so Miss Ellie, you think a cross between Sue Pollard and Annie Lennox? Annie will be thrilled.
That's a good one. I like that.
I'm sure. Actually, there's a bit of Jason Donovan and Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat going on as well. All right, Lynn, over to you.
Got a breakdown on the M74. It's on the roundabout at Junction 5, the A725, the Wraith interchange. Judith called to warn that a lorry's broken down on the M6 southbound after Junction 19 at Knutsford. Nottinghamshire, A1, it's closed northbound. There's been an accident. It's between North Muscombe and Markham Moor, which is the A57. Slow back into Newark-on-Trent. Got a breakdown on the M5 if you're travelling south, 14 to 15. That's Thornbury to the M4, one lane closed. The M1 has a lane closed southbound as well before you get to Junction 12 at Toddington. The tailback is to Junction 13, Bedford. Thanks, Blind Dave, for all your calls. Now, he says several vehicles are involved in that one. M25, 3 lanes closed for emergency repairs, anti-clockwise 6 to 5, Godstone to the M26. And south of Guildford, there's an accident which has closed the A3 southbound between the A31, Hogsback and Putnam. Back with more in half an hour.
All right, May, probably, may not in the end, but May, tempted to at least dedicate the show to all the chaps involved in Man versus Fat Football, which was an amateur league set up in January this year for blokes who are fat, and they're saying this: we are fatties, but we want to play football. And so far, since they've been playing these guys, guess how much they've lost? Guess how many pounds they've lost?
1,000.
Nope.
More?
Yeah.
2,000.
Nope.
3,000.
No, keep going.
4,000.
No, keep going.
5,000.
Keep going.
6,000.
Come on, you've really got to set this up.
10,000.
Nope.
15.
No.
20.
No. Double
Wait,
it.
40.
No.
What the heck?
£50,000 of weight they've lost. Man versus Fat Football really works.
How many were playing?
What are they going to call it next year? That's what I'm wondering. Man versus... feeling pretty good ourselves, football. Perhaps. All right, Vassos is next. No fat there. Chris. NASA is National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Ed in Lincoln. No, it's not. Not in my head. Thank you, Ed, though. By the way, give my love to your cathedral. Actually, I love a cathedral, Vass. I've got to be honest.
Oh, who doesn't?
Well, I know. I agree with you all of a sudden. By the way, I've lost my notes for the show. Yes, I do have notes for the show, and I've lost them. It's incredible. I lost them. When was it? 2010?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, moving on. So, Vass, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Chris.
Well, listen to this, everyone. Listen to this ahead of 25 hours away from Liam Gallagher playing live on this programme, another great guest on tomorrow's show. This is the Thursday show, the Friday Eve, How Happy Can Life Be show. Can you beat this from Vassas, all right? Can you come close to this? Get your little texting fingers going on this one. Come on, get your little sweaty mitts all over this. Good luck, by the way, on the text 88291. Email us, chris@evans@bbc.co.uk. Come round if you like, don't care. You're not going to beat it. Off you go, Vass. What have you done? Listen to this. I said to Vass, how's it going, Vass? He said, well, pretty well. I said, come on, qualify that. And here's what he said.
I have written 2,000 words of my book and planted 3 trees since you last saw me.
Doesn't get any better than that. Nobody can beat that. Or can they? Back pages, please.
So we have lots of Harry Kane on the back pages this morning. We have some World Cup qualifiers featuring England, Scotland and Northern Ireland tonight. Wales play tomorrow. Captain Kane, back page of the Eye, in-form striker to lead England in crucial qualifier. Or should it be Captain Haddock, really? World Cup place is the back page headline in The Sun this morning. Place, Plaice. Harry's personal chef serves him fish to help him find the net. Harry Spain, never say never. This is the Express this morning. Striker leaves door open to future move abroad. And Pampered Lions, The Guardian, welcome to England's No Frills World Cup base for Russia 2018. I think that'll really help. I think not staying in isolated 5-star luxury during a World Cup will really help England. So in fact, I would take this basic Russian hotel that they're picturing in The Guardian this morning and I would downgrade it a star or 2. I'd make them share rooms, definitely bathroom down the corridor, that sort of business. I really think it will help engender some
I'm
team
just thinking
spirit.
about your trees. Were they all the same?
Yeah,
Were they
they were
fruit
olive trees.
I knew they'd
They
be
were
some
olive
kind
trees.
of life-giving trees.
So when you come around Saturday, there's the 3 that you'll see in the front.
Yeah, well, I'm very excited. Of course, they say the olive tree was the root of civilization.
The whole thing, everything starts from an olive tree,
Right.
and ends with England.
What if you don't like olives, though? What a nightmare. This is the future. I don't like olives. How do you know? It's the first ever olive tree. You never tried one.
Yeah, I know. Well, what else is there? Nothing. Oh. Right, Scotland play Slovakia, Northern Ireland play Germany tonight. England, Slovenia, England are through if they get through. And how about this? I haven't got long to tell you about it, but Lord Coe, Seb Coe,
Yeah.
he is in charge of athletics. He's got some radical ideas, including city teams and IPL-style auctions for athletes for the future of the sport. He says athletics kind of needs a facelift, and it's all going to change.
Is that why they created tapenade? To get it under the radar?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Love a bit of tapenade, don't you? Kids never know. They never know the difference. I don't like olives. Have some of this and, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
We were dancing and romancing at the senior prom. It was no infatuation, but a graduation. From a boy to a man, let me tell you while I can, the soda pop came free. Hey sis, one kiss and I was heaven bound. Now who would have guessed Milton's Paradise Lost could be found? But in the eyes of the dean, his daughter was doing what she shouldn't have oughta. But a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. The consequence should be church belfry swells the dean, his daughter and me. They were dating in the park, they were smooching in the dark of a doorway for 2. She whispered, I love you. Ooh, you know I never felt this way before. Ooh, you know the elevator in my heart has gone AWOL, 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 AWOL. I'll Your head goes round and round, round and round and round and round and round and round and round. I'm throwing myself off this train.
Just having a little sift through your acronyms, and I was thinking, oh God, no, this is dull. My fault, by the way, always. Until this from Steve in Ayrshire. Scuba diving. Scuba is an acronym. Who knew this? I didn't know that. Unless he's having us on. From his text, from the cut of his text. Doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd do that to us. So what does it stand for? Not telling you. I'll tell you after the news. When we come back, it's 7 o'clock. This is BBC Radio 2 Thursday morning. We are online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. Here is Moira Stewart.
BBC News at 7 o'clock on Thursday, the 5th of October. Good morning. Ministers have expressed support for Theresa May after a lingering cough overshadowed her conference speech. But it's understood some MPs are discussing her future in Downing Street. The girlfriend of the gunman who killed 58 people in Las Vegas has said he had given no indication he was planning his attack. And figures are expected to show that sales of new cars are continuing to fall. Senior ministers have rallied behind Theresa May after her attempt to breathe new life into her leadership during her party conference speech was marred by a series of mishaps. It's understood that colleagues have been calling the Prime Minister to offer their support, while Downing Street insists that resignation isn't an option. However, it's thought that dozens of MPs have been discussing the possibility of asking her to step aside. Nick Watt, the political editor of the BBC's Newsnight programme, says some backbenchers may be losing patience.
I sense a movement of opinion amongst Conservative MP. The consensus until now has been that she has until the end of Brexit. She has until 2019. But there is now some movement, not necessarily decisive movement yet, some movement to she will need to think about going sooner than that.
The findings of a police investigation into allegations of child abuse against the late Prime Minister Sir Edward Heath will be published this morning. It's understood the investigation, led by Wiltshire Police, has concluded that if Sir Edward was still alive, there would have been sufficient grounds to question him about some of the claims. Sir Edward died in 2005 at the age of 89. The girlfriend of the man who shot dead 58 people in Las Vegas earlier this week has said she had no idea what Stephen Paddock was planning. Mary Lou Danley, who was in the Philippines at the time of the attack, is being questioned by the FBI. Police say Paddock spent years building up his arsenal of weapons. Gary O'Donoghue reports from Las Vegas.
Mary Lou Danley returned to the US of her own free will and straight off the plane was questioned by the FBI. She denied knowing anything about Paddock's plans, but acknowledged getting $100,000 from him while she was in the Philippines, believing it to be some kind of gift ahead of him breaking off their relationship. Meanwhile, the police in Las Vegas now believe that Paddock intended to escape after conducting his murderous act and have openly questioned whether he could have carried out the massacre without some assistance in the planning.
The High Court is due to rule in the case of a terminally ill man who's challenging the law on assisted dying. Noel Conway, a 67-year-old retired lecturer from Shropshire, has motor neurone disease. He wants doctors to help him die when he has less than 6 months to live. Dr. Peter Saunders from the Care Not Killing Alliance says the law should not be changed.
There have been over 10 attempts to change the law on assisted suicide through British parliaments in the last 15 years, and all of them have failed because of the concern that vulnerable people might be exploited or abused by those who have a financial or emotional interest.
The remains of the first ship to be sunk in the Second World War appear to have been identified off the west coast of Ireland. The shipwreck hunter David Mearns says the liner Athenia is lying 200 metres down with her hull broken. The ship was torpedoed by a German submarine within hours of Neville Chamberlain declaring war on Hitler in 1939. More than 100 passengers and crew died. Figures due out this morning are expected to show a decline in sales of new cars for a sixth consecutive month. The Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, or SMMT, says political and economic uncertainty are to blame, along with confusion about the future of diesel cars. Here's our business editor, Simon Jack.
September is a key month for the car industry, as demand is often pent up, waiting for the new autumn plates that come out on the first of the month. Figures out later this morning, however, will show a decline in new car registrations for the sixth month in a row. Mike Hawes, the chief executive of the SMMT, said customers were becoming more cautious. There is confusion about the future regulation and, consequently, the future value of diesel vehicles. Sales of them are expected to fall very sharply compared to last year. There is some evidence that manufacturers' schemes to scrap old diesels are proving popular, but not enough to offset consumers who are delaying new purchases.
Rail services will be disrupted by a second strike this week in 4 areas of the country. Members of the RMT union are walking out at Southern, Merseyrail, Arriva Rail North and Greater Anglia in a dispute about driver-only trains. Today's weather forecast, a mainly dry and sunny day with scattered showers for the north of Scotland, and gales are likely to ease. Top temperatures 11 to 14 in the north of the UK and 15 to 17 in the south. BBC News, it's 7:05.
Thank you, Moira. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
On digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your radio talking. Oh, we want to wish you all a very happy Thursday morning.
This is your wake-up call.
Good morning, pals. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Thursday, the 5th of October 2017. Already special because representing Midsummer Norton, Howie Wilton. Howie is waving goodbye to the Somerset countryside as he takes his wife Karen on the bus to London. Dungeons and dinner in Chinatown await today, plus the cake and bake show tomorrow. Representing Edinburgh, Eileen Blair is prepping the soup for the slow cooker, ready for the arrival of her 2 sisters, Kath and Norma, up from Manchester for 4 days of non-stop chatting about their men. Cold sweats on behalf of the guys. And by the way, tell us about the soup. What soup are you talking about? Mrs. Evans. Haddock chowder last night. Homemade haddock chowder. That will last us at least 3 or 4 days. It was absolutely gorgeous. And representing Burfield Common, Carolina McElroy is relocating her home official to the local CAF while her house is soundproofed. She's already looking forward to sampling the sweet treats while the builders are busy. Today's show is dedicated to all the good folks who run early morning clubs. Today's show is entitled Listen to Everyone, but don't necessarily follow anyone.
Good morning, Great Britain, and welcome to another day on planet Earth.
Thank you, Nicole.
2 weeks from now, I shall be harvesting my grapes.
Beat it, Russell.
When there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone.
Roxanne's What a Feeling. So, in the last 12 hours before the show, Vassos has written 2,000 words for his new running book, and last night he planted 3 olive trees in the garden. Can anybody beat that? For fulfillment, satisfaction, and generally making the most of being alive on this planet here we called Earth. We still do. Sorry, past tense creeping in there for some reason. On the text 88291. Now, I'm just guessing that he planted 3 olive trees, 1 for each of his children. I'm just guessing that. That's what's gone on there. He's a beautiful man, isn't he? He's far too nice to work on this show. He should be working with Mary Berry on a permanent basis. And Michael Mapogo. Don't know why I said Michael Mapogo. 11 minutes past 7. All right, kids, 08000 288 291. If you're doing something for the first time ever today, give us a call now and get today's fanfare. Anna and Andy have been back on the stonemasons. Good morning, guys, from Devises. They do every type of stonework, and Andy has worked on Bath Abbey and Wells Cathedral. But for the market, we've got hand-carved house signs, gift cobbles and wine racks. It's all done with a mallet and a chisel. Well, put us down for something. Come on. Put us down. Get back to us. What should we get? By the way, I've already bagged the whole team's Christmas boxes. Sorted yesterday. You're all sorted for Christmas. I hope you're going to like it. You might not. Taking a chance here. Taking a chance on a chicken. But I think it's going to be worth it. So far, we've already discovered on the show this morning that scuba diving, the scuba part of scuba diving, is an acronym. Did you know this? From Steve in Ayrshire, stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Had no idea. Ready for another acronym revelation? Are you sure? Do you want this one now? Can you cope with it? Really? It's up to you. I don't mind. LASER is also an acronym. I know. The word laser isn't actually a word. It stands for light amplification stimulated by, in brackets, emitted radiation, says Brendan from Barnsley. Once again, far too clever to listen to this show. He's probably listening by accident. We'll take him.
Let's find each other tonight. Everything will be alright. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. And if you need some company, Mama, take a chance on me. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. You don't want to be like those other dreamers that dream about loving and never love. You ought to be a schemer. So honey, I'm open, and honey, I'm hoping that if you need some company, Mama, take a chance on me. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. Let's find each other tonight. Everything will be alright. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. You don't want to be like those other dreamers that dream about loving and never love. You want to be a schemer. So honey, I'm open, and honey, I'm hoping that if you need some company, pretty mama, take a chance on me.
Oh, I love this song. It takes me away somewhere. Somewhere I want to go, but I didn't know necessarily that I wanted to go there. Jules Holland, Jose Feliciano, Let's Find Each Other Tonight. That's got something about it, that song. It's got something special about it. Chris, my wife can beat Vassos dug out this small tree root yesterday whilst refurbishing her house, says Mark and Leeds. There's lots of irony in this text, but only if you can see the picture that comes with it, which isn't ideal for radio, but okay. Mark, she deserves some kind of pat on the back at least, I would say. Or a feet up moment. You've got to take over there for a while, my friend. Morning, Chris. The slow warning painted on roads is an acronym. It stands for Speed Low Observe Warning. No, it doesn't, does it, Sarah in Church Stretton? Honestly? Are you pulling our chain there? Is that true? Okay, I don't think you'd lie to us. Sarah says this. Sarah says, I also love a cathedral. I especially loved Durham Cathedral on Sunday morning when my son George sang his first solo there during Eucharist. After over 2 years as a chorister there and another 2 years being a chorister in our local cathedral, it was very beautiful. And he wasn't nervous at all, says Sarah. Sarah, that's a gorgeous text, but you have there, you know this, you've hijacked our general We Love Cathedrals theme to give your talented boy a big shout-out. I know what you've done. It's plain. It's plain to see. We'll allow it, but just this once, OK? By the way, I don't know if you've heard, but this week we've had texts from 2 new listeners. Right? We had one on Monday and one on Wednesday. Now, you know, if this is some kind of rhythm, some kind of theme, obviously we don't expect our next one till tomorrow, but we're very much looking forward to that should it happen. Very much looking forward to that. All right, what's going on with the weather? Well, it's whipping up a storm down here in the south, but that's not necessarily the case for everyone. Good morning, Matt.
Morning, Chris.
So can you tell us the skinny, please?
Well, you know what? An actual very pleasant, fresh autumn day is on the way for many of you, though for some you probably don't think it quite yet. Certainly across southern areas of England, as well as East Anglia, the Midlands and Wales, we have quite a narrow band of rain just edging its way southwards at the moment, so it might throw it down quite briefly through the morning rush hour for you. Some strong and gusty winds to go with it, but temperatures at the moment holding around the mid-teens. But all that clears through by the time we get to the middle part of the morning, and then thereafter it's a dry day, it's a sunny day. Not quite as breezy this morning, but the breeze that we do have will be a rather chilly one, and temperatures probably drop a little bit then climb through the day, but hey, you'll have a bit of sunshine to compensate. As for North Wales, Northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, you start with rather chilly conditions but fairly bright weather. Good deal of sunshine around. The overnight wet and windy weather is now cleared towards the south. There will be 1 or 2 showers here and there through the day, particularly to the north and west of Scotland, Northern Ireland and across northern parts of Wales, but really most of you'll avoid them. Stick with sunny spells throughout. Temperatures not overly impressive, but get the sunshine on your back, it shouldn't feel too bad. So temperatures across the UK this afternoon generally in the range of around 13 to 17 degrees. But through tonight, with clearer skies, the wind's falling lighter, it will be a chilly night. Temperature's going to drop quite widely, well down into single figures. Could even be a touch of frost on the grass into a bright Friday morning. But one thing tonight you might want to keep an eye out for, it's a full moon, and that full moon this time of year is called the harvest moon. Enjoy.
Thank you. Harvest Festival, Harvest Moon. That's what's going on. We plough the fields and we scatter. You try and stop us, Thomas says. The first care packages, or rather CARE packages, oh, here we go again, were put together in the aftermath of the Second World War with the aim of providing food relief to war-torn Europe. They were the work of what was then a newly formed humanitarian agency known as the Cooperative for Assistance and Relief Everywhere. There you go, CARE, CARE. Founded in 1945. Listeners, really good today. Seriously, you don't have to try this hard.
BBC Radio 6 Music. From then...
This is something we've waited for a long time on the show, so would you welcome, please, Led Zeppelin.
To now.
An under-the-radar band. It's the first session for the BBC. Alt J.
All this week, 5 extraordinary artists come together, all in one place.
This is 6 Music Live at Maida Vale.
Let's do it. With Morrissey. Mogwai.
I'm so excited about going to Maida Vale. There's so much history.
Alt J, Loyal Corner and Robert Plant. Watch and listen to 6 Music Live every day from midday by pressing the red button on your TV or over on BBC Radio 6 Music.
Text coming live from Mission Control, back in sunny Berkshire. The kids, for the first time ever today, have jointly made their own breakfast. Now, I think a bit of portion control needs to come in here, or rationing. There'll be nothing left in the fridge. Well done, boys! Half a gold star each. Right, this morning on this day for the 5th of October comes to us courtesy of a super singer, quarter of a gold star each. He's showcasing... Actually, forget it now, it's not worth it. The best big band tunes in a special Friday 90s music night tomorrow on Radio 2 at 8 p.m. It's the Jolly Joe Stilgo. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Chris.
It's over to you.
On this day in 1962, the first James Bond film, Dr. No, based on the novel by Ian Fleming starring Sean Connery, premiered in London. In 1947, President Harry Truman delivered the first televised presidential address from the White House. In 2005, vampire novel Twilight by Stephanie Meyer was first published by Little Brown. In 2015, a 5p charge for plastic carry bags was introduced to retailers in England. The scheme had already been introduced in Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland. And finally, in 1995, Mariah Carey's fifth album, Daydream, was at number 1 in the UK album charts. The record was nominated for 6 Grammys, and even though she didn't win, Mariah performed at the ceremony in Los Angeles.
Well, thank you very much, Joe Stilgo. Once again, tomorrow night, starring Joe, Friday night is Music Night. The BBC Big Band is in Billingham in County Durham. It's on Radio 2 tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, just after Tony Blackburn's Gold Now, which is after All Request Friday, which is after you know what? Serious Jockin'. 4:15 Friday. Steve right in the afternoon now. No G. To listen to Mariah Carey. Fantasy always has been in my book. 7:25. I know she's supposed to be very HM, very high maintenance, but she came on TFI Friday and she couldn't have been nicer. And there was none of this puppies and petals and things.
Oh, really?
No, there was none of it.
She had to have kittens, puppies.
No, puppies. The rumour was puppies. I mean, we had them on standby.
You didn't.
Of course you did. We had them on standby. We always had puppies on standby at TFI Friday.
Obviously, yeah. What did she want then?
What?
What did she want?
She just wanted a fair hearing. That's all she wanted. And a little port and lemon from the bar. So, is Marvellous Mira shadowing Merrily? Am I getting this right here? So, Marvellous Mira, who's worked on the show for basically forever, for longer than me, is now shadowing Merrily. There's nothing Mira doesn't know about this show. Nothing. I don't think there's anything. I thought that was what was going on. Would anybody like to join in our team chorus of We Plough the Fields and Scatter? Because the Harvest Moon, was that last night or tonight? How does it work?
Tonight.
It's tonight. But we sing the songs and we have the Harvest Festivals today. Well, we're going to sing that later on. Now, are they yanking out dangly bits, the listeners, Lynn? Or what here?
What are they saying?
They're saying that radar is also an acronym.
Oh, I think it might be.
Well, I think you're right that it might be. Radio detection and ranging stands for, apparently, says Stephen in Wing. And then, who's this? Yvonne in North Somerset says, okay, we're very big in Somerset this week, aren't we? The word wharf is an acronym. Warehouse at Riverfront. And this is backed up by Janet, independently.
Warehouse at Riverfront. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Seriously, I mean, maybe the whole of our English language is an acronym. Davina McCall, she's posted this picture of herself on holiday in French France. There she is in her bikini.
Heavens! That's a bit early for that sort of thing.
It is a bit early, but Davina's posted this image herself, and she's on a balcony in French France in the sunshine. She's on holiday there with her family at the moment, and she's turning 50 this week, and she does look amazing. And she said, "Look, I'm sorry if you think this selfie is me showing off, but it is." Good for her. She said she thought she'd be wearing one-piece swimsuits, 40 plus, but she's there, and she does look amazing at 50. And she's posted this picture herself. And David Williams apparently immediately responded on Twitter to, "You are looking amazing for 60." As he might. 7:27. David, you posted a similar picture. There you, off you go.
Breakdown on the M74. It's on the roundabout at Junction 5, which is the Wraith interchange. Also, they're removing the accident from the M6, which was southbound at Junction 19. That's but still quite busy on the approach, though. We've got an accident on the M6 northbound, 15 to 16 Stoke-on-Trent. Nottinghamshire A1 still blocked northbound. There's been an accident between North Muscombe and Markham Moor. The tailback is into Newark-on-Trent. The breakdown on the M5, that one's been recovered. It was after Junction 14 at Thornbury. M1 is queuing south from before Junction 14 Milton Keynes towards an accident which is just before Junction 12 at Toddington. One lane closed there. Accident on the M25 on the QE2 bridge. So that's clockwise. All traffic was brought to a halt for a while. I believe it's still partly blocked. They might be allowing some traffic past. I'm not completely certain about that. But the queue's back to Junction 29, which is the A127. Also, we've got a problem on the M25 anti-clockwise. Junction 6, that's Godstone to 5, the M26. There are emergency repairs taking place south of Guildford. Accidents closed the A3 southbound between the A31, Hogsback and Putnam. And train news industrial action has led to reduced services on Merseyrail, northern and southern services. Back with more in half an hour.
Miss Ellie Lynn, she has decreed...
Has she?
She has decreed that we have time now for either a snatch of Enrique Iglesias or a blast of the feeling. Which would you prefer?
Oh, I'll go with the feeling.
A blast of the feeling?
Yes, please.
OK, it's only a blast. I don't know what that means, but anyway, whatever it means, here it is. About to end, everyone. A blast about to end. If you wondered how long a blast is, you're about to find out. This is the best bit, though. Oh, no. See, bless the feeling, they're giving us a chance to bail out here, which we'll do. Thank you, the feeling. Feelings mutual. Charlotte Martin's here. Good morning, Charlotte.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Charlotte, back from Slough. She's 9 years of age. And what did you do for the first time ever yesterday?
I played in the High Five netball tournament for my team, St. Nick's.
Right, now, because it's High Fives netball, is that just the name of the league, or does it have different rules to normal netball?
It has different rules to normal netball.
Do you want to take us through those, the highlights of those, please?
Okay, so in High Five netball, there's 5 people on a court in each team.
Yeah.
And so the people on those teams
Yes.
are goal shooter, goalkeeper, goal attack, goal defence, and centre.
Excellent. All right. So is it a slightly quicker format, would you say, than normal netball?
Yeah.
We see. I like that. It keeps the kids interested. It's very important. I think that it's like mini football. And it's not fair to play on the bigger courts when you're not big enough to play, or as big as the courts for the people that they were designed for. So you played 3 matches against 2 other schools, and you won every single game.
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right. Which positions did you play? Did you get to play different positions?
Yeah. So one of them, I played a ref.
Yep.
The first one,
Yes.
I was goal shooter and I scored a goal.
Well done.
The second one was goalkeeper, and the third one was goal defence. Attack.
How did you find being the ref?
It's just it gives you a rest so you can practice the things that you need.
Oh, sorry, rest. Rest. I thought you said ref. I was worried about the burden of responsibility for someone who's just 9 and got to focus on playing the game anyway. Right, mark yourself out of 10.
Double high five.
Double high five out of 10. For High Fives netball. Right, Megan McKellis in She's from Taunton. She's also 9. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Chris.
What are you doing for the first time ever today?
I'm going to play the oboe at school.
Not easy. Come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Tell us how you cope with that. Thank you very much indeed. Here's more now with the news. It's just a bit, 7:30-ish, sort of.
BBC News senior ministers have rallied behind Theresa May after her attempt to breathe new life into her leadership during her party conference speech was marred by a series of mishaps. It's understood that colleagues have been calling the Prime Minister to offer their support. The findings of a police investigation into allegations of child abuse against the late Prime Minister Sir Edward Heath will be published this morning. It's understood the inquiry has concluded that if he was still alive, there would have been sufficient grounds to question him. The girlfriend of the man who shot dead 58 people in Las Vegas has said she had no idea what Stephen Paddock was planning. Mary Lou Danley has described him as a kind, caring and quiet man. The High Court is due to rule in the case of a terminally ill man who's challenging the law on assisted dying. Noel Conway, a 67-year-old retired lecturer from Shropshire, has motor neurone disease. Today's weather forecast, dry and sunny with early rain clearing from the south and scattered showers in the north of Scotland. Those are the BBC headlines. Our next news at 8 o'clock.
Oh, thank you so much for mentioning Harvest Festival. Guess what I'd forgotten, says Claire in Buckinghamshire. Harvest Festival, #saved. Harvest Festival, don't forget it. It's tonight, says the Harvest Moon. Don't forget Harvest Festival. We're very late, Maura. No time for this nonsense, to be honest. Off you go.
Today's Golden Oldie, it's chosen by Hattie Farley from Staplehurst in Kent. She says, I grew up in a household obsessed with music. This particular song was our family of five's favourite, and we'd all sing it at the top of our voices in the car and around the kitchen table. Now at parties, this is always the record my sisters and I beg the DJ to play, and the track that takes Harry back is The Nolans with I'm in the Mood for Dancing.
Happy days on a Thursday. Nice pick.
I'm in the mood.
Molly, the Nolans. Excellent pick. Thank you so much for that. Friday's Golden Oldie. There's a brand new rule to pick in Friday's Golden Oldie, which you still can do right now if you like. bbc.co.uk/radio2. Our pages, Maura's Golden Oldie, and tell Maura why it's the track that takes you back, and of course tell us what the track is. But it has to be a sing-along on a Friday. That could have been Friday's. I actually, when we played that, when I pressed the button, I thought it was Friday momentarily, which is no bad thing. And on a Thursday, it feels like mostly Friday anyway. Chris says, Molly, I've been listening to your show for 4 weeks now, so sort of another new listener. Another one. That's technically 3 in 4 days. We can't believe it. We think maybe it's some kind of prank. Maybe Noel Edmonds is bringing the gotchas back and we're being filmed now, or Ant and Dec or whatever. But no, apparently, well, maybe true. My dad first introduced me to it. Thanks, Dad. And I always laugh when you put the Banana Split theme tune on, so that's Tuesdays. So Tuesday, she's definitely sorted for Tuesday. We've got to have it Tuesdays for a while, I reckon. And then she says, we always listen when we come down the M25. And it keeps my dad from getting too annoyed with the traffic. Well, I think it's all about context, isn't it, really? Because listening to anything on the radio, even white noise, whilst coping with the M25, will be listening to Ambrosia or whatever the audio equivalent is. But we'll take it. We'll absolutely take that. Thank you very much. We can't believe this. 3 new listeners in 4 days. Yes.
Oh, mama, don't play now, baby. Say, hey, now, baby. So let's get one thing straight now, baby. Tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. At the house on you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. I'm wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not?
Singing I'll Build a Shed for You. Well, he's singing that or something else. To be honest, none of us are quite sure what he's singing, and we don't want to think about it too much. I mean, we've looked up the lyrics, the alleged lyrics, but we're not convinced, frankly. But we do like the song. We think it's very I Can't Feel My Face. It's sort of the sequel to that song. Did Maroon 5 and Zar have anything to do with the I Can't Feel My Face people? The Weekend people? Have they ever met in a lift somewhere? Did they exchange ideas via some kind of osmosis? Maybe some kind of osmosis. Osmosis, you can't qualify it. 18 minutes to 8. Here we go.
This is a story that, unlike most, doesn't begin at the beginning. The beginning's good, but it's not where this story begins. This story begins with a familiar riff. From the Foundation's debut single in 1967 right up to the recent winner of the Mercury Music Prize.
No one knows me like the piano.
British soul music has continually evolved And this is the story of that journey. Join me, Trevor Nelson, for an exploration of 6 decades of UK soul. Monday night from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
Well, cheers. 80 minutes late. We are a minute late, but we've caught up a minute because we were 3 minutes late to the... actually, 2 minutes. We caught up 2 minutes with the tailwind because we were 3 minutes late to the 7:30 headlines. But that's our issue, not yours. I don't even know I'm talking about it out loud on the radio. On the way, we have Vassos with some sport and Lynn with some travel. Also, we're going to say thank you to the people responsible for cleaning the studio after the little harmless tiny horses were here on Jeremy Vine's show on Tuesday. If we have time, and we're going to make time for that. Right, the papers. The Guardian, coughing and spluttering, May's British dream turns into a nightmare. Speech aimed at resetting public opinion backfires. PM makes apology for result of snap election. But it's on the front page of all the papers yesterday. The Times, May on final warning after speech shambles. Tory dismays PM falls victim to prank coughing fits and faulty set. The Telegraph front page. Luckless May centre stage in tragic farce. And it's on the front page of all the papers, The Sun too, and The Mirror. I thought The Mirror might go for, because Mrs May did suffer from this coughing fit, which lasted a long, long time. It lasted 10, 20, maybe 25 minutes yesterday. I thought somebody would have had to grab the headline, Land of Croaking Tory, or Land of Croaking Glory, or Land of Croaking Tory, but they didn't. That's what I was thinking. I tuned into it halfway through and wondered what the heck was going on, and you have to feel for her, or you had to feel for her. And it's very awkward listening, even listening back again, because, it's happened to lots of people who talk in public for a living. It's happened to me, nowhere near on a scale of how it affected Mrs May yesterday. But I don't know if anybody remembers this. Do you remember? Nobody's mentioned this at all. Radio 4 didn't mention it. The speech radio stations didn't mention it. George Osborne's first ever budget speech as Chancellor of the Exchequer, right? He suffered the same thing. I remember it. And I'll tell you why I remember it. Because I texted him afterwards. Because what he did was, he had this frog in his throat, as did Mrs May, and he tried to clear his throat, by that. And that's not how you clear your throat. When you get a frog in your throat, that makes it worse. You have to cough. Because it's about, you got phlegm in there. And the only thing that will get the phlegm out is if you cough. And even then it might not, but that's the only thing. And if you do that, it just makes everything worse. And it happened to him and it happened to her. Anyway, whether you love her or hate her, whether you long to be her friend or loather, you had to feel for her yesterday, Mrs May. There's other things in the papers, and we'll get onto those in a sec. I wonder what he was thinking when he was listening to it, Mr. Osborne. Did he mention it in his paper last night? Did he tell the world that I texted him? Benevolently. I don't have Mrs. May's number, otherwise I would do the same to her. Somebody pass it on. all very exciting in here. You'll find out why in just a second or two. 12 minutes to 8. What a laugh. Talk, it's my life. Other things in the papers. Hats off to all the boys, all the chaps. Listen to this. They set up this football club, amateur league. Whatever it is, called Man vs. Fat Football at the beginning of the year. And it's similar to the over 50s football, the walking football that you can play as well. And it was just for fatties. By their own admission, that's what they called it. That's what they fess up to be. But just since January, the collective weight loss of these blokes is £50,000. That's pounds in weight. £50,000. That's just amazing. We're just worried that they're going to have to drop the name Man vs. Fat Football to Man vs. We Feel Great nowadays.
Yeah. We're just playing football.
Yeah, Man versus football, yeah, what's the big deal? That kind of thing. Brits over for Bublé. Michael Bublé, of course, couldn't host the Brits this year because his little boy wasn't so well. We believe his little boy is getting better, which is fantastic news. Michael Bublé, one of the nicest men we've ever had in the studio, one of the most talented men we've ever had in the studio. And he's not going to host next year either, but apparently Faves to do it. What about Nick Grimshaw and along with Harry Styles? I think that'd be great. Yeah. I think they're just... And they're mates, aren't they? They know each other very, very, very well. All right, secret of my happy marriage. We live in separate houses. Who says this? Prue Leith. Prue Leith, new head judge on the Bake Off, because you hear about separate beds. My wife and I, we sleep in separate beds, but during the week, because either she's a very light sleeper and I get up at silly o'clock. I think she's a normal sleeper, but I'm a very heavy waker. I think that's the difference. Yes. It could be the combination of the two. But everybody in the studio right now, by the way, we have some guests also here. We all get up at silly o'clock. What time do you get up, Lynn?
About 4:45. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's about the same as me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Easy.
What about you?
Well, these days, around about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Oh, because you're writing your book. Of course you are. What about you, Sadia?
5 o'clock.
What about you?
Sadia.
Sorry, Sadia. Sadiq, what about you?
4:30.
4:30. So we're all about the same, aren't we? Okay.
Same.
Why are Sadie and Sadiq here? Well, you just find out in a sec. All right, just keep that powder dry, if you don't mind. I think maybe. What about this? Let's do the secret of happy marriages. Somebody once said to me, "What's the secret of sticking together?" And somebody said very simply, "Don't get divorced." Regardless of what happens, just stick together because it's always going to be all right in the end, unless you really, really hate each other. But what about other secrets of happy marriages or potential secrets of happy marriages that you've always fantasised about? You got your separate beds, you got your separate houses. How about this? Separate fridges.
That's a thing for you, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's very you.
Well, I can only speak from my own point of view, can't I?
Yeah.
Separate fridges, separate chocolate drawers, separate crisp drawers.
This is about you now, Chris.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's my bit. If I could text in, this is what I'd text in.
Okay.
I can text in. I might text in.
No, you might. Go on.
Okay, Mira, by the way. Mira is shadowing Merrily today. Mira's been working on the show forever.
Yeah.
But she's shadowing Merrily because Merrily's doing the text. It's all about the room. They're bringing the text in. However, Mira is doing this off her own bat because she's not on earlies this week, in fact. She's on days all week and she just wanted to come in.
That's why Mira's going to be immensely successful.
Mira could run the BBC one day quite easily. In fact, tomorrow. And also, Merrily has, I didn't know this either, lots going on behind the scenes they don't tell me about. Merrily has in the past also shadowed Mira on the phones. Who can I shadow? I knew how I want to shadow Sadiq and Sadia. All right, here we go. Our special guest time. Chris, how is the studio day 2 post the little tiny harmless horses being in? Well, yesterday I was a bit gruff, I was a bit rough. The throat did swell up because my phobia and my allergy to horses and horsehair and the mites that you get with horses, regardless of size, Jeremy, and his producer and his team.
Tiny little horses.
But I was in the lift this morning with Sadiq and with Sadia, and they said, how was the studio? We gave it a massive clean yesterday, didn't you, Sadiq?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, come close to the mic. So first of all, thank you. B, how did you clean the studio yesterday? Tell us.
With cleaning shampoo and then the hoover and dust and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And Sally, what was your part in this cleaning process?
No, I'm not. I'm working in the toilet, yeah.
Right.
I'm cleaning the toilet.
Okay. I thought you had a hand in that yesterday.
No,
you didn't.
No,
you're just here
the toilet.
Me and Martin.
Was it Martin as well?
Martin, yeah.
Well, Sonny, it's nice to have you on the radio anyway. Thank you for all your hard work.
She's here every morning.
Yeah, every morning. Yeah,
early with us.
Okay, now as a colleague and a co-worker of Sadiq here, what would you say? Can you mark this out of 10, please? Because he gave it a good 90 minutes yesterday. What do you think? Out of 10.
Has he done it well?
Yeah, very well.
Is it a 10?
I like it. I like the smell.
Is it a strong...
Yes.
You like the smell, don't
Yeah,
you? You said to me, do you like the smell?
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Is it a strong 9 or is it a 10?
It's 10. It's
You're going to give
nice.
it a 10?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Now, do you two work with Braz?
No, I was working with Martin.
No, but you know Braz, don't you?
Yeah, I know Braz.
Is it true that Braz won an award? Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, we're hearing Braz won an award last year. Is it last year? Okay, we need to get Braz on as well. Well, can we just thank you very much indeed?
You're welcome.
It's a very thorough job. Look, I mean, my passages are
Yeah,
clear.
you're not snuffly or anything. No.
Can't thank you enough.
No.
But we'll definitely find a way. For now, I think 3 cheers. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Come on, more than that,
I
please.
thought you were
Can we
gonna
get Mara? Come on, stop shouting. Come in here, merrily. Jumpy Jimmy Flash. Come on, this has got to be the biggest 3 cheers because this. I mean, you sorted it out. You sorted the breakfast out for at least another year. Okay, hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Hooray! Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you, Sadia.
You're welcome.
Give our love to Braz and Martin.
Thank you.
You're the best ever. Pass us the sport, please.
Okay, let's go with the World Cup qualification situation. If you missed it yesterday, all 4 home nations can still reach the finals in Russia. We all have 2 group games left. Lynn, if it's all right with you, we will wait till tomorrow to deal with Wales. Wales in Georgia tomorrow. The rest of us play tonight. England can seal their place in Russia if they beat Slovenia at Wembley.
You're always looking at how we improve, how do we make the team better, what are the areas we need to work on first. We're a young team, so there's always room for improvement. That part for me is exciting. I'm not scratching my head thinking, how do we improve? You know, it's which bits we do first.
Gareth Southgate, the England boss. In the same group, Gordon Strachan must mastermind victory over Slovakia to keep Scotland's playoffs hopes alive.
The game is a wonderful game that you play by instinct, so you just see how the game goes. We want to do more attacking in the game, that's for sure, but at times we'll defend, that's for sure. There's no way you can plan that, how it's got to go.
OK, England, Slovenia, Scotland, Slovakia, Northern Ireland, Germany. But this is a free hit for Michael O'Neill as his side have already made sure of the playoffs.
We have everything to gain. You know, the hard work has been done on this campaign to get to where we are now. This is almost like the bonus game for us. Can we raise the bar even a little bit further? You know, the players believe they can. I believe they can. So this isn't a game that's going to damage our campaign in any great way.
Women's Champions League first leg results from last night. Chelsea ladies beat Bayern Munich 1-0. Man City won 3-0 earlier. Glasgow lost in Kazakhstan. And a quick Freddie Flintoff clip before I leave you. I like this because it seems the former England captain is one of very few people who reckon England will win the Ashes this winter.
It's not a case of England winning, it's by how many. I really believe in that side. I look at it and it's the type of side that you'd want to be involved in, from the coach and the captain down, so I think England have a good winter.
Andrew Flintoff.
Thank you very much. I think Steve has been very modest. Okay, this is actually what he did yesterday. Carpet was shampooed and hoovered, disinfectant spray was used to clean the desk. He dusted using a flicker.
A what?
A flicker.
A flicker.
It's the way the pros do it. Here's Lynn.
Right, now, breakdown on the M74. It's been recovered from Junction 5, the Wraith interchange. It was on the roundabout. Still delays on the southbound M6 after Junction 19, Knutsford, after an accident was recovered. Accident on the M6 northbound, Junction 15 to 16 at Stoke-on-Trent. Also a delay southbound, 15 to 14 towards Stafford, where there's debris on the road. Nottinghamshire A1, it's closed northbound. This follows the accident between North Muscombe and Markham Moor, the A57. It's slow back through Newark-on-Trent, back towards Fernwood. M1 is queuing southbound from Junction 14, Milton Keynes, towards an accident before Junction 12 at Toddington. After that, there's a delay southbound from the M25 to Junction 5, Watford, following an accident. And train news, industrial action has led to reduced service on Merseyrail, Northern and Southern services.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Vass. Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you, Sadia. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Braz. I want to know about Braz's award. Very high Felicia, aren't you? Our secret to happy marriage is Super King size bed. And separate duvet says cat. Okay, cat, that's nice. Got that one. That's on the pile. Secret of happy marriage, separate bathrooms. And absolutely must, says Elizabeth from Weymouth. If you have the square footage available. But listen to this, Wendy in Cardiff. The secret of our happy marriage, my husband Dan and I have separate kitchens. He cooks with chilies and I can't stand them. She says, or something like that. Right, so the first hour of the show is dedicated to all the good folks who run early morning clubs. The rest of the show from 8 o'clock dedicated to all Ace Cleaners. Give us your Ace Cleaning Company names, please, if you don't mind. Inspired by our very own Sadiq and Sadia and Martin and Braz. If I had a cleaning company, I would call it Vac Attack. Does anybody have that? Can I have that domain? Should I register it now? vacattack.com, vacattack.co.uk and vacattack. Here's the news with Moira.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Thursday, the 5th of October. Good morning. Ministers have expressed support for Theresa May after a lingering cough overshadowed her conference speech. But it's understood some MPs are discussing her future in Downing Street. The girlfriend of the gunman who killed 58 people in Las Vegas has said he had given no indication he was planning his attack. And the remains of a passenger liner sunk within hours of the declaration of war on Hitler appear to have been identified. Senior ministers have been rallying behind Theresa May following her mishap-strewn speech to the Conservative Party conference. However, it's thought that unease about the Prime Minister is growing among some of her MPs who are considering asking her to resign. Here's our political correspondent, Eleanor Garnier.
Last night, a Downing Street source confirmed ministers had been calling the Prime Minister to offer their backing and added that resignation was not an issue for Theresa May. But it's thought dozens of MPs are discussing the possibility of trying to persuade Mrs May to stand aside. It's not yet clear if they will have enough support to make a move. Mrs May had already been under huge pressure ahead of her big conference speech, and the set-piece event was meant to be a chance for the Prime Minister to assert her own authority and start the Conservative Party's revival.
The findings of a police investigation into allegations of child abuse against the late Prime Minister Sir Edward Heath will be published this morning. It's understood the investigation led by Wiltshire Police has concluded that if Sir Edward was still alive, there would have been sufficient grounds to question him about some of the claims. Sir Edward died in 2005 at the age of 89. The girlfriend of Stephen Paddock, the man who opened fire on a country music festival in Las Vegas on Sunday, killing 58 people, says she had no idea he was planning the attack. Mary Lou Danley, who was in the Philippines at the time of the shootings, was questioned by the FBI when she returned to the United States yesterday. She issued a statement read by her lawyer, Matthew Lombard.
I knew Stephen Paddock as a kind, caring, quiet man. He never said anything to me or took any action that I was aware of that I understood in any way to be a warning that something horrible like this was going to happen.
The High Court is due to rule today on the case of a terminally ill man who's challenging the law on assisted dying. Noel Conway, who's 67 and has motor neurone disease, wants a doctor to be allowed to prescribe a lethal dose of drugs when his health deteriorates further. Our medical correspondent Fergus Walsh reports.
Noel Conway, a retired lecturer from Shropshire, increasingly relies on a ventilator to breathe. His degenerative illness means he is gradually losing muscle strength throughout his body. He argues that the Suicide Act, which prohibits assisted dying, breaches his human rights and should be declared unlawful. 3 judges will give their ruling this morning. All previous legal challenges on this issue have failed. And 2 years ago, MPs rejected proposals to allow assisted dying in England and Wales.
Figures due out this morning are expected to show a decline in sales of new cars for a sixth consecutive month. The Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders says political and economic uncertainty are to blame, along with confusion about the future of diesel cars. The remains of the first ship to be sunk in the Second World War appear to have been identified on the seabed. More than 100 people died when the liner Athenia was torpedoed off the west coast of Ireland. Here's our science correspondent, Jonathan Amos.
The Athenia was bound for Canada with 1,300 passengers on board, mostly women and children, when it was holed by a single torpedo from a U-boat just 7 hours into the war. David Mearns, who's found some 24 major wrecks for insurers and TV companies, says the Athenia's hull is visible in sonar data acquired by the Geological Survey of Ireland. Its great size makes it unmistakable, and the shallow depth at which it's lying means it should be possible for remotely operated vehicles to get inside the wreckage.
Rail services will be disrupted by a second strike this week in 4 areas of the country. Members of the RMT Union are walking out at Southern, Merseyrail, Arriva Rail North and Greater Anglia in a dispute about driver-only trains. Today's weather forecast, a mainly dry and sunny day with scattered showers for the north of Scotland. Early rain along the M4 corridor will clear and the gales are likely to ease. Top temperatures 11 to 14 in the north of the UK and 15 to 17 in the south. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you so much, Moira.
Online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Here we go. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, can I just say good morning to Vac Attack in Newcastle? It's already gone. All right, fair enough. Hello, good morning to Your Chores. That's Carl and Donna. So that's good. What about Chores Sincerely? I might take that one. choresincerely.com.co.uk. Can you buy them all now, all the domains? Thank you. Okay, that's ours. Chores Sincerely. Good morning to Spruce Spring Clean, as always. Good morning, Colin. Lisa in Hampshire, she is the ace cleaner, the cleaning fairy. What about Mopstars? Quite like that too. Mopstars, is that Mopstars? Yeah, good. All right, today's long song. Okay, today's long song is inspired by something that's happening again very soon indeed. It's the 5th anniversary of Radio 2's In Concert season, and it kicks off again on the 26th of this month, Rocktober, as we're calling it here. By the way, Liam Gallagher still on for 4 live songs on this show from tomorrow at 8:30. Guess who's playing first this year? Okay, in the Radio Theatre, playing first for us in concert with Joe Wiley on the Thursday, the 26th of October from 8 o'clock. Only Tears for Fears. So, today's long song could only be Sowing the Seeds of Love. And how about we talk to Roland Orzabal in a moment or two from Tears for Fears live on the show.
DJ's the man we love the most. Could you be squeaky clean and smashing the up? Of democracy is the headline. Says you're free to choose. There's egg on your face and mud on your shoes. One of these days they're gonna call it the blues. Yeah, yeah. Sowing the seeds is possible. Sowing the seeds of love. Sowing the seeds. Sowing the seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love. Sowing
story. And 12 minutes past 8 on Radio 2. Long songs every Thursday. After the long song gong today, rather fittingly, in fact perfectly, sowing the seeds of love from Tears for Fears. OMG, 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 says Pamela from Hartlepool. But what else does she say in between? Well, I'll tell you, because I will address the content of a text. I will put it to the man himself. 50% of Tears for Fears on the phone to talk to us now about all things in general. It's only Roland Osborne. Good morning, Roland.
Good morning, Chris. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, my friend?
I'm very good.
So, the rest of Pamela's text goes like this, Roland.
Yes.
Tears for Fears, I love them. They've been touring the US for years and have teased us fans with a couple of UK dates recently, but we want, in capital letters, them to do a full UK tour. They're awesome live. Any chance, buddy?
Well, according to an email I received 2 days ago, a very good chance in May next year.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And will that be part of a bigger tour, a European tour? Or?
I saw on the schedule it said Europe, 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 Europe.
Good.
So
And-
I'm guessing that means Europe.
Right, and because you're guessing about this, I'm presuming we're now talking about something that hasn't really been announced. Up until
No,
this
it
point.
hasn't been announced yet. No.
And we're not really announcing it now. We're just sort of talking about the fact that it might be happening, and it might be announced very soon. So, I heard myself about your US dates. What is it about you and the US? They love you, don't they?
Yeah, we were very lucky in 1985 to have the sort of a massive selling album there, Songs from the Big Chair. And ever since then, it's been very, very easy for us to tour. I mean, Kurt lives in LA. All our band are based in LA. I live in LA occasionally, so that's where it makes it very, very easy to use that as a touring base.
It's very cool to live in LA generally, I think. I love LA, but
Yeah.
to live there occasionally is even cooler. How do you
yeah,
pull
I'm
that
a lucky
off? Do you have a place there?
I do, yeah.
You're it. You're it. Kids, this is why you need to write songs and get in your bedroom and just play the guitar, annoy your mum and dad, because it'll all come good one day and they'll never remember the bad times. Is that right, Roland?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're celebrating 5 years of In Concert. You two, 36 years together now as a happy couple.
Yeah.
Just tell us, how did you meet? How did it come about, you and him?
Well, he was. I met through a friend, and he said to him, "We're going to go around and meet a guy called Kurt Smith." And we walked into the Snow Hill Flats in Bath and knocked on the door, and Kurt's mum answered. And apparently, Kurt wasn't allowed out that day. He was 14, I think, as was I.
Right.
He wasn't allowed out that day because I think he'd got into a fight. So that was my first meeting with him. But we became friends, and I heard him singing along to a record in his bedroom.
Right.
And I played guitar, so I asked him if he would like to sort of sing with me, and that was the start of a very, very long relationship.
Okay, and did it click straight away?
No. It took a lot of false starts until we formed Tears for Fears, aged, I think, 18.
Where was the first gig, your first ever Tears for Fears gig at the tender age of 18?
Well, I don't think we played. We held off till we were about 19. So we played in Mole's Club, which by day is a vegetarian restaurant.
Right.
And by night is a kind of alternative disco.
Okay.
That was in Bath, yeah.
All right, I presume it was, yeah. And, you have this beautiful sort of mellifluous, melodic, sophisticated sound. How sophisticated were you on that first gig?
Not very. It was way more basic. We became a bit more sophisticated, I think, towards the end of the 80s when we, having sort of been so successful with Big Chair, we then took a long, long time making Seeds of Love,
Right.
A very, very diverse album, and we were using all kinds of musicians. That became very, very complicated.
It always reminds me a bit, I don't know why, of Sledgehammer. And Peter Gabriel's from your neck of the woods, isn't he?
Yeah, I used to play tennis with Peter.
Is there something in the water down there?
There's something in the water, and it's the ley lines, apparently.
Okay, doesn't he have water? Obviously, you've been to his house, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a river or a stream flowing underneath his house, and there's like you can see it? Is he got
it flows under Real World Studios in Box in Wiltshire. Yes, it does.
Do you think that helps?
Apparently, according to Peter. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's lovely to have you back. Well, not that you've been away, but you sort of have, as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
So this in concert, you know, it's up close, it's personal, it's very intimate.
Yes.
Do you change things for such an occasion as this? Have you done one recently? Is this a new thing for you? Are you nervous about the whole thing?
We did a session for Spotify, which was in front of about maybe 20 people.
Oh, right, that is very close. Yeah.
And they were standing very close. It was in a very strange sounding room, but it turned out really well. Anyone can check it out on Spotify, our session.
All right, and just before you go, and by the way, people can now start to register for this particular gig on Thursday, the 26th of October, by going to bbc.co.uk/radio2. You can register for that right now, and we're going to pick the amount of people we need, the capacity audience at random. It's all very cleverly done. It's all very fair. It's like the musical version of Euro Millions, but it doesn't cost anything, and you've got more chance of winning. That's where we are with this.
Excellent.
You all right with that? Just before you go, The Big Chair, songs from The Big Chair. What was The Big Chair? Where was The Big Chair? Whose big chair was it?
The Big Chair comes from a film called Sybil.
Right.
Where Sybil is schizophrenic.
Right.
Actually with multiple personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And the film is her in psychotherapy. And she asks that one of the characters of Sybil, who inhabits Sybil, asks her therapist whether she can sit beside her in the big chair.
Right, okay. Excellent, good answer. Wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Now, you played in America with Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
That can't have not been fun.
It was fun. They're great. Their crew are amazing. And we had a day off after every show.
Oh, there you are. Right. Now, was that because of what happened after the show, or was that because what might have happened, therefore, on the day off?
No, it's. I think it's the way Daryl Hall wants to do it.
Well,
he just wants to sing and then have a day off, sing and have a day off. It's lovely.
By the way, has he still got that magnificent hair?
He does indeed.
I love his hair. Got best hair in rock and roll, perhaps.
Yes, perhaps.
Maybe along with Steve Winwood.
And me.
And you, of course, absolutely. Mine's due back tomorrow from the cleaners. Can't wait. So your favourite Daryl Hall and John Oates song? Let's play that. Why not? What the heck?
Thank you.
What is it? I need to know what it is. Man-Eater. Okay, there you go. Cheers, Ronan. Lovely to talk to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Ta-da. Have a lovely day.
And you.
Now, he's quite a legend, and to be honest, I was quite nervous then. this saxophone is? Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's everything that was good about the 80s. That's what that saxophone is. All the other stuff, no. But everything that was good about the 80s is in that sax lick there. Chris, I think the saxophone on Daryl Hall, John Oates, Manita deserves the Ready to Breakfast show's Big Carl. I think you're right. Absolutely, why not? Okay, so much love coming in for Tears for Fears. It's not true. Thank goodness Mira is shouting merrily at the text message machine today because, frankly, she needs an extra pair of hands. Okay, more Tears for Fears. We know. Tears for Fears for Carfest North and South. Don't worry, they're on our radar. They really are. I mean, we've booked most of the bands for next year already. Believe it or not, when I say we, not me. People that actually work for a living. But Tears for Fears, we tried for them for this year, but they were not able to fit us into their schedule. But we would love them to play Carfest for next year. And seeing as that show went pretty well, as long as in concert goes all right. And I could pitch up on the night, do the usual backstage guilt trip hijack, I suppose. Look, we don't care what's on the contract. It's either ink, pencil, or your blood. We don't really care. Just sign this contract now. So lots of love coming in for Tears for Fears. How good is that song, Lynn?
That's a really good one, isn't it?
Shouldn't be allowed. It's hard to listen to because as you listen, you think, "Oh, this is so good." You know, I can't listen to it. I'm just thinking about how good it is.
Yep.
And by the way, Hall & Oates as well. We were very tempted, Miss Ellie and I, to go on a Hall & Oates / Tears for Fears medley there, but there's too much good stuff to pack in. So what we're going to do is tomorrow, because it's Friday, at 20 to 8, instead of the papers, we're going to go on a Daryl Hall and John Oates mental fest. We're going to go absolutely doolally with those two guys, and we're going to play 10 minutes of their songs, but we won't say why, and you'll only know why we're doing it if you're listening to the show now, and people who only listen then will be confused. So you'll have to tell them because I'm not going to, just because.
Oh, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I just think it's
please
a bit of fun. Now, this in concert malarkey. This is a really big deal. So you can register now at bbc.co.uk/radio2 for approximately the next 7 days. It's actually precisely to next Thursday, the 12th of October at 9:30pm. And you can go on there. It's like a musical lottery. It's like the Euro Millions, but it's free to enter and there's more chance of winning. And you could end up in front of Tears for Fears or 4 other acts who are going to play in the following 4 weeks after that. And each one of those will be announced on a show in the day after us. So the Ken's going to announce one, Jeremy's going to announce one, Steve and Simon. And I've got to tell you, we should have made more about this. We've had no trails about this whatsoever. We've been training other things. This is a massive... When you hear I know who they are. I could say them all now, but that would ruin it for everybody else. But Lynn, I'll tell you who they are off the air. You ready for this? Okay, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. No! Honest to God.
But,
and the last one, hang on.
Hey!
Having a laugh,
Yes!
Tim Bar.
Come on.
Can't believe this.
You need to get on this. Come
All
on,
right, this
everyone.
is all day. Come on. We should have made a bigger deal about this. It's massive. It's happening today on your radio, right here on Radio 2. As is the travel.
Accident, a couple of cars involved on the M62. It's eastbound, junction 30, just south of Leeds, and 31 Castleford. The queues are to junction 29, which is the M1. M6 is heavy as you travel north. Junction 18, Holmes Chapel to 19 at Knutsford. Nottinghamshire, the A1 is still closed northbound. The accident between North Muscombe and the A57 at Markham Moor. It's slow back through Newark-on-Trent to Fernwood. It looks like it's going to be closed for a little while yet. M1 queuing south, 14 to 12, Milton Keynes to Toddington after an accident was recovered. Getting word of an accident on the M11 northbound, 6 to 7, M25 through to Harlow. Accident on the M25, the QE2 bridge. It's clockwise. It's being recovered. It looks like there's still one lane closed, but the queues are to junction 29, the A127. Accident on the A3. This one's northbound. Before you get to the M25 at junction 10, one lane is closed. I'm back with more. Half an hour.
All right, so I was going for my other cleaning company, my alternative cleaning company. So what was taken? Vac Attack's taken by a company in Newcastle. Good morning once again, all who work at Vac Attack. Chores Sincerely is available. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Mop Stars isn't available because there's a company in the US. Whereabouts are they? Denver. What about this then? If Mop Stars is taking, what about Mop Stars The Rivals?
Mop Stars UK.
Yeah, what about that? Anyway, 8:31. Sorry, moving on. 90 Smashers follow. All-time smasher, Maurice Stewart.
BBC News senior ministers have been rallying behind Theresa May following her mishap-strewn speech to the Conservative Party conference. However, it's thought some of her MPs are considering asking her to resign. The girlfriend of Stephen Paddock, the man who opened fire on a country music festival in Las Vegas on Sunday, killing 58 people, says she had no idea he was planning the attack. Mary Lou Danley described him as kind, caring and quiet. Figures behind being published today are expected to show a decline in sales of new cars for a 6th consecutive month. The industry blames political and economic uncertainty along with confusion about the future of diesel vehicles. The furniture retailer DFS has announced a 22% fall in pre-tax profits to just over £50 million for the year to the end of July. The company said its financial performance reflected the current challenges to the UK furniture market. Today's weather forecast, mainly dry and sunny, with early rain clearing from the south and scattered showers in the north of Scotland. Those are the BBC headlines. Our next news at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Maura. 8:32 on Radio 2. What was the year? The 90s year for No Doubt and Don't Speak.
You and me, altogether mighty frightening. As we die, you and I, with my head in my hands, I sit and cry. Don't speak, know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, 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 don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. It's all ending. You gotta stop pretending who you are. You and me, I can see us dying, are we? Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, no, don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining.
Paul says, can you please explain how to get into the lottery for the Tears for Fears tickets? Well, Paul, I'll mention it again. I'll explain it again. I've done it a few times, but here you go, son. Sometimes, I get this. Sometimes I was told this last week by a very clever man. Sometimes when you're given some information, the headline of which excites you so much, you don't hear the other 90% of what's said afterwards. This happens a lot, and it's an actual thing. So here we go, Paul. To register 4 tickets to come and see Tears for Fears here in concert on Thursday, the 26th of October, go to bbc.co.uk/radio 2, and it's all there for you, Paul. Okay, so take a breath, take a few breaths, calm down, have a glass of water, open the window, relax, get involved. And once again, let me tell you, 4 other acts playing the consecutive 4 weeks after Tears for Fears kick off. The 5th year, the 5th season of In Concert will be announced, 1 per show today. And once again, you can register for those particular nights today, okay? And you can register for a week until this time, well, actually next Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Once again, all at bbc.co.uk/radio 2. The other 4 acts are as good as Tears for Fears. There's one act that I didn't think would ever play live anywhere again. Huge deal. The fans of this... Oh, look, I'm not going to say any more. I don't know which particular show that's... I don't know who's going to announce who. I know what the other 4 acts are, but I don't know who's going to announce them in which order. But just stay tuned all day, because it's a good day. It's a big day. It's massive. This is a massive day. We should definitely have been talking about this before today. But anyway, it's good fun. It's a bonus surprise Thursday thing. Let's take it as that, as we've been given it, as we've been handed to us. Right, okay. Sophie B. Hawkins, right beside you. What was the year for this? Higher or lower than Don't Speak from No Doubt and 1997? Higher or lower than a 97 is where we're going next with this. You okay, Paul? Text us back. Is there anything else you need, Paul?
Someone is waiting for me to rise and dive into the
Sophie B. Hawkins, what does the B stand for? No relation to Charlotte Hawkins, we don't think, currently starring, clinging on to her clogs on Strictly at the moment. But higher or lower, here's the big question. Higher or lower than a 97 for Right Beside You, Vassals?
So, Miss Ellie has actually started a game of poker with this one with me. I think I'm heading for a big Miss Ellie QI style buzzer, because she starts going, ooh, and then I said, it sounds a bit naughty, this. She goes, it does sound naughty. And look, I know this is a trap probably, but higher.
Well done, Miss Ellie. You fell right into it. You're all stinky. You covered it in the brown stuff, and somebody's got to get you out. 1994, my friend.
Yeah, always never play poker with Miss Ellie.
There's no point. So the other 4 acts who are playing in concert, each subsequent week after Tears for Fears kick off the brand new concert season on Thursday, the 26th of October. It really is October now, no doubt about that. They're going to be announced sequentially in chronological order to when they're playing. So Ken is going to announce the act that are going to play the week after Tears for Fears, and then Steve's going to announce the act that's playing after the one Ken announces, and then we'll have Simon doing the same thing, and Joe doing the same thing. That's actually not at all what I just said, is it? Sorry. But that's what I was... Sorry, that is what I was told. Okay. Hang on a second. Can you sense... I'm really blushing now, aren't I?
Still, though...
How red am I?
I overheard one of the acts, and that's, that's proper.
The one I was talking about, the one I couldn't quite get my head around and had to read twice, saying, are they really playing in concert, will be announced on Simon Mayo Show. So if you want to hear who that is, and I think there's going to be such a clamour, that's going to melt the text machine if no other does. On Simon Mayo Show tonight, tune in between 5 and 7.
On average, a young person is told to have a wash 12 times a week.
On average, a young person is told to get out of the bathroom 28 times a week.
On average, a young person is told to communicate better 18 times a week.
On average, a young person is told to get off their phone 42 times a week. On average, when a young person's name is called from the stage...
Josie Duncan and Pablo Lafuente.
Isabel Dawes. They come at the first time of asking. If there's someone in your household with a talent for music, try and get them to apply before the deadline for Radio 2's Young Brass or Young Folk Musician of the Year. All the details are on the website. And hopefully...
they won't need asking twice.
Right, Miss Ellie has just explained during that show that that's not what I was told, and I just completely got the wrong end of that stick. In fact, 5 sticks, because there are 5 acts and there are 5 announcements throughout the day. So it's all my fault. So I entirely comprehensively apologise. Just like Theresa May did without the coffin yesterday at the... all my fault, the Tory Party conference. Right, today's Not So Mystery guest, please.
Yesterday, Christopher, we learned the secret to tip-top cider is hot summer, cold winter, and a damp end to the growing season. Your not-so-mystery guest today is in the midst of producing 20,000 gallons of the scrumptious stuff. Please welcome Somerset farmer Roger Wilkins.
All right, Roger, brought to our attention by a lovely photograph, an amazing photograph, an potentially award-winning photograph in yesterday's Telegraph. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Chris. All right?
Very well, pal. Now, are you as happy as you seem to be from that photograph?
I'm always happy.
All right, so tell us about your cider farm. Tell us how long it's been in the family.
My grandfather actually bought it in the First World War, 1917.
Yep.
Mother was born in the house Christmas Day, 1917.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be born Christmas Day, 47. I went overdue. I was born the 30th.
Okay, so we're a little bit late, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, were you the first sibling, or were you...
Yeah, I was only one on mother's side, yeah.
All right, okay, pal. So your family wasn't that experienced in cider farming, or were they working for a cider farmer before 1917?
Well, cider was always made here because years ago every farm used to have cider for their workers and that.
Okay, all right. Yeah. And is it something you wanted to do, or you felt you had to do? You felt the responsibility to keep it going?
Well, I was always into cider. I've drunk cider ever since I was about 4 or 5 years old. And, of course, I got the liking of cider, and of course, I got when grandfather and that finished, I thought, well, I'll carry on, make it myself, and that.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this: the photograph yesterday. I want to call the photographer up and say, "Can I have a copy of that? I want to frame it." It's just, to me, it seems like it's everything that's all right, about doing something that you love and spreading that love. How many gallons a day do you press now it's come to harvest season?
About 400 to 600. All according. If we have a good day, we do about 600 gallons like that.
Okay, so how many gallons a year would you say?
About 25,000 gallons a year.
All right, and what kind of ciders do you produce?
Well, I just do the traditional natural cider, no colourings, no additives, no preservatives.
Mm-hmm.
And I do dry cider, medium dry, medium, or medium sweet or sweet.
All right, and which one do you prefer yourself?
I drink dry myself because all my life, up to I was about 23,
Yep.
there wasn't any sweet cider.
All right.
Of course, I got the palate for the dry cider, so therefore I don't like it sweet.
Okay, and would you recommend the sweet cider perhaps with cheese or with a dessert? Can you treat it like?
Cider, all according, everybody got different palates.
Yep.
But, I reckon the dry cider is more refreshing myself if you drink the dry.
Now, we heard tales yesterday of people making 100-mile diversions just to come and pick up their annual batch of cider from your farm. Do you find that tends to happen a lot?
Oh, I get people from all over the country, all over the world, as a matter of fact. America, New Zealand, Australia, Canada.
So how big is your farm?
It's only about 180 acres, what I farm here, and I keep about 130 head of beef cattle about.
As well, just for good measure. Why the heck not? And when people come and see you, do you have a bar? Do you have a caff? Is it an experience?
Well, I just got an open barn there, and I just got the barrels of cider lined up with the taps there in there. And a lot of the time I just tell them go and help themselves or drink.
That's all you need, isn't it? Do you have a cider festival?
I do a wassailing in January. That's for when you want to put the shotgun up through the trees and all that, like to get a good crop. But we do not do it now because we've had 3 good crops on the year on the trot like that.
Right, and is this perfect combination of what is it? I can't remember it, but it ends with a sort of damp autumn, doesn't it? That's sort of it's what you want, really, isn't it? Is it a hot spring?
Yeah, you don't want no frost in the spring when the apple blossoms out.
That's the thing, right?
That's in April, beginning of May. Look.
Okay.
That's the frost to kill the blossom, and then.
All right. And so you're the ripe old age of 70, not like your apples. And who's going to take over next?
Well, hoping my grandson's going to take it over. He'll be 22 now this month.
Has he shown any interest?
Oh, he's drinking a drop now.
Well, drinking it's fine, but what's he like at labouring and getting out in the fields and doing his bit?
Good worker.
Okay, because if he doesn't fancy it, to be honest, I'm happy to give it a go.
Oh, yeah. Come down anytime when you're along.
Yes, I would love to come down. Listen, Roger, it's lovely to talk to you. You're one of Britain's great Britons. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Ta-da. What a bloke. If you didn't see that photograph of him yesterday in the paper, did we get permission to print it in the end? We did. Okay, we're going to put it up now. He literally is one of, the great human beings of Great Britain.
Mom's got a squeeze, but she wears on her chest. But when Daddy comes home, he never gets no rest. 'Cause she's playing all night, and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze, but Daddy never sleeps at night. Well, the kids don't
Oh dear. The Hughes squeeze box. We've got to bring out Unplugged one day. We should have everything recorded in here when we're not talking on the radio, when the microphones aren't on, and we should release it as a podcast every day because it would do gangbusters.
I think the lawyers might be a bit
No,
upset.
it'd be fine because it's a podcast. It's a podcast, so you put it through the lawyers first.
Oh,
You put it through the quality control first, or whatever you want to call it. Roger is very much as happy as he says, I was his milkman for many years, says Robin. Well, I feel for Roger's milkman, Robin, because, trying to get milk in on the action when cider seems to be more than reeling the reefs from the age of 4 or 5. That can't be easy. Roger says his cider will never give you a hangover. Roger's typical farming hours are from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. He keeps 130 cows, like he said. He works with his grandson Daniel and colleague Michael. Roger is 70 years old. His family have owned the Land's End farm for 100 years, and his mum once again was born in the same cottage as him 50 years before him on Christmas Day. He was due on Christmas Day, but he thought he'd leave it till New Year's Eve ish, December 30th to be precise. And you two are talking about France and the fact that kids drink.
No, I'm not sure about that information.
No. Okay, all right. See, that would have been the podcast.
I don't think we need that information.
Don't need it.
I'm still going to use it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, can you stop texting in about how much you love Tears for Fears? We believe you. All right, You've convinced us. We love them too, but there's only 7 of us. So if we texted all you back to sort of redress the balance, we'd have to stay here till they start playing on the 26th of October. Texting about something else. Texting about the current condition and disposition of plight of Britain's road signs. Or what?
Or you could text in for today's top tenuous.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's that.
So we all want to be Roger, basically. We all want to be Roger with his Somerset cider farm. So basically that is today's top tenuous. Beside yourself on a Somerset cider farm. Somerset Cider Farms, 88291 on the text. Your tenuous links to their fame and glory, please.
Right, so we all want to be Roger, or some of us want to be Roger.
Roger.
But as you say, Lynn, enough about that.
Enough of that.
Enough of that. Moving on now.
England can book their place at the World Cup finals tonight with victory at home to Slovenia. Let's speak to former England keeper Peter Shilton. Peter, good morning.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, Peter.
So, Peter, what do you make of Gareth Southgate's brave young England?
Well, I think the jury's out still. We've had some good performances, but we've had some average performances. But I think if they get a good result tonight and qualify for the World Cup, everybody's going to be looking forward to that. And, we can build on that in the next few months.
Yeah, qualification's never the issue, really, with England, is it? Now, Peter, the goalkeeping situation... No chance we can persuade you out to retirement, is there?
Look, I'd love to play for England still, but I think the time's caught up with me a little bit. But no, it is a talking point at the moment, as you say, Vassos. Joe Hart's not had a great 18 months at club level, and even at international level, he's made, he let in a soft goal against Slovakia and a goal against Scotland people sort of criticise him for. But he has got 70 caps and a lot of experience. But I think, Jack Butland in particular is going to put a lot of pressure on him between now and the World Cup.
So he'd be your World Cup keeper, would he, Jack Butland?
Well, a lot depends on form, but I think he's the up-and-coming keeper. I like his attitude. I think he's a leader. He gets hold of the defence as well as making saves. And you need to defend as a unit. You can't defend individually. And he looks very disappointed when goals go in. And I think he's a confident lad. So there's a lot going for him.
What about your captain, Peter? Gareth Southgate says he hasn't picked one yet. Who would you have to skip at the side in Russia? And does it really matter?
I don't think it matters so much at international level as club level, but certainly it's a prestige thing. And I think in Harry Kane, I think he's captain tonight. He looks a natural leader to me. Obviously, being a striker is not the ideal position to be captain because there's a lot of pressure on you anyway to score goals. But I do think he's one of the exceptions. He's going to be in the England team for years to come. He's a leader. He scores goals, which is always great for a captain. And, I think he's a really good choice.
Forget all this now, Vass. Yeah. Sorry. Peter, you sound like to me like a man who likes a pint of cider. Would I be right? right.
Cider is the worst drink I could drink, I tell you that, Chris, but I can understand it. It's a very popular drink. I'm a white wine man myself, to be fair, and I do like a pint, but not of cider.
White wine.
Sorry, I wish I'd never said that.
Peter Creighton, Chad, thank you very much.
Cheers, Vassos. Bye.
England, Slovenia kicks off tonight at 7:45. Scotland play Slovakia. Northern Ireland play Germany.
He's a Roger, not a Roger.
Yeah.
He's with you, isn't he? Then still keeping stum about that, but not about the travel.
North Yorkshire delays both directions. This is west of Blubberhouses on the A59. It's set of temporary traffic lights, which are the problem there. Accident being recovered from the M62 eastbound. It's after junction 30, which is south of Leeds, but the queues are to junction 29, which is the M1. M6 is heavy as you travel north from 18, Holmes Chapel, to 19 at Knutsford. It's very slow leaving the northbound side at junction 19, and in turn the A556 is slow both directions to that same roundabout. Nottinghamshire, no change. A1 still closed northbound. The accident between North Muscombe and the A57 at Markham. Slow back to Newark-on-Trent, back towards Fernwood. Accident on the M42. This one's southbound at the M6 toll. That's junction 9. Queues to junction 10 at Tamworth. Accident on the M1 has been cleared, but traffic is stop-start as you head south 15 to 13, Northampton through to Bedford. Very slow on the M35, clockwise from junction 28, the A12, onto the QE2 bridge where there's an accident. Back more in half an hour.
Thanks, Lynn. Here's Anne-Marie.
When did we get so lost inside ourselves? We used to be strong, now it's like we don't care. Instead we're calling out for help. Don't know where we went wrong, but it's so hard to share. All this weight left on our shoulders, too much for the both of us. When did it get so heavy? This love that's in between us, it never used to feel this. Feel so heavy. Can't get up off the ground, it's weighing us down. When did we get so bad at being honest? You got things on your mind that you don't wanna say. Thought that we had made a promise that we would never get this way. With all this weight left on our shoulders, too much for the both of us. When did it get so heavy? This love that's in between us, it never used to feel this. Feels so heavy. Can't get up off the ground, it's weighing us down. It's weighing us down. So heavy, baby. All these things we said that we never meant, are we gonna let them hold us down? All these things we said that we never meant, are we gonna let them hold us down, down? 'Cause baby it's too heavy. This love that's in between us, we never used to feel this. Feel so heavy. Can't get up off the ground. It's weighing us down. It's weighing us down, down.
Anne-Marie and Heavy, taking your top 10 news on being beside yourself. Inside of heaven, but it has to be in Somerset. On the text 88291. Coming back with Godsmackers from the Proclaimers and Dexy's Midnight Runners. And we have a pause for thought, and we have your good old fashions, and we have the news now with Moira. It's just gone 9 o'clock. This is BBC Radio 2.
BBC News, the Business Secretary Greg Clark has strongly defended the Prime Minister after her conference speech was overshadowed by her croaky voice and the intervention of a practical joker. There have been rumours at Westminster that dozens of Conservative MPs have been discussing whether Theresa May should be persuaded to step down. But Mr Clark says Mrs May's performance displayed both strength and substance.
I admired the way that she conducted herself in the hall yesterday. Frankly, I think people in the hall did as well. I think she displayed warmth as well as guts to deliver the speech that she did, and the message that she was giving as well, I think, was very substantial.
Detectives are expected to confirm that Sir Edward Heath would have been questioned on suspicion of child abuse offences if he were still alive today. The findings of a national police investigation into the former Prime Minister will be published shortly. Sir Edward Heath's godson, Lincoln Seligman, says the inquiry has damaged the former Prime Minister's reputation without any evidence.
If there are any allegations at all, the police have to look into them, but that does not indicate guilt. So if allegations are out there, he might easily have been called in for questioning. But as the ex-DPP, Lord MacDonald himself, has said, that's a very low bar. And in the case of a dead man, it's practically no bar at all.
Judges are due to rule on the latest challenges to the law on assisted dying. 67-year-old Noel Conway, who has motor neurone disease, says he should be able to choose a peaceful and dignified death. The Spanish government has rejected a call by the Catalan leader Carles Puigdemont for mediation over the region's demands for independence. In a televised address, Mr. Puigdemont also said he expected the result of Sunday's referendum, in which voters backed breaking away from the rest of Spain, to be applied in the next few days. Here's Damien Grammaticus.
Spain's government remains unbending. The official Spanish position is that the referendum staged in Catalonia last Sunday was unconstitutional, ruled illegal by the courts, and carried no legal weight. So in response to a televised address by the Catalan regional leader Carles Puigdemont, in which he called for mediation, Spain's government released a statement from the Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy's office. In it, the government said it would not negotiate over something illegal or accept blackmail.
Rail passengers are facing disruption for the second time this week because of a strike by workers at 4 train companies. Members of the RMT union at Southern, Merseyrail, Arriva Rail North and Greater Anglia are walking out because of a row over the role of guards on trains. Today's weather forecast, mainly dry and sunny, with early rain clearing from the south, and there'll be scattered showers for the north of Scotland. BBC News at 9:03 are next at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Maura.
Online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Gobsmacker time now. Today's shows are by Claire Cordia from Hawkinge in Kent. Morning, Claire. Morning, all Cordies or Cordiers on the way to France. She says, these songs take me back to my childhood and late teens, one's from a pair of Scottish bros, and the other is from a group who loved dungarees. If they played anywhere, I have to dance and sing along very loudly. Can anyone not? So Claire's picked Dexys Midnight Runners with Come On Eileen, but first of all, of course, the Proclaimers with I'm Gonna Be.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I drove, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's going over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
that messes you up on the dance floor, isn't it? When it goes really, really quick, you can't really keep up with it, then it slows down again. And then you're all having... Get another drink. Let's see what they put on next. Oh, and I'm going to get a drink. Oh, come on. Come on. I bet it's Ashford and Simpson. Today's Gobsmackers. Coming out leading, Dex's Midnight Runners and the Emerald Express. Didn't know that bit. The Proclaimers, and I'm going to be 500 miles. Choose yours. Not for tomorrow, Monday through Thursday, bbc.co.uk. /Radio 2, our pages and the Gobsmackers. Now, we forgot to sing Harvest Festivals. We plough the fields and scatter the Harvest Festival anthem before the kids, the ankle biters, the smallies, went off to school. And frankly, we're gutted and disgusted with ourselves. But we got too carried away with our own show and the highfalutin world of rock and roll, Tears for Fears and cider. Sorry, kids.
Here's what you can expect from Saturday nights on BBC Radio 2.
From 8, the titan of soul, Mr. Trevor Nelson and his sweet sound.
If you love your soul, have you tried a bit of funk?
That's me.
From 10,
everybody get funky.
The Craig Charles House Parties.
Keep the music coming.
Plus, Animatronics Disco Devotion from midnight.
It's the witching hour and time to put your devotion in motion.
You can join the party by just turning your radio on. Simple as that.
Did someone say party?
Yep, you're all invited.
Saturday nights from 8.
Preaching funk, soul, disco, and anything and everything in between.
On BBC Radio 2.
Cheers, guys. Brand new from The Killers, Run for Cover on Radio 2.
Progenitors, are your excuses any better than your senators? He held a conference and his wife was standing by his side. He did her dirty, but no one died. I saw Sonny listing on the street last night, black-fisted and strong, singing redemption song. He motioned me to the sky. I heard heaven and thunder cry. Run for cover. Run while you can, baby, don't look back. You gotta run for cover. Afraid of the fear that's a played out trap, man. You know you're not the only one. And don't look back, just run for cover. What are you waiting for, a kiss or an apology? You think by now you'd have an A in toxicology. It's hard to pack the car when all you do is shame us. It's even harder when the dirtbag's famous. I saw my mother on the street last night, all pretty and strong, singing, the road is long. I said, Mama, I know you tried, but she fell on her knees and cried. Run for cover. Run while you can, baby, don't look back. You gotta run for cover. Don't be afraid of the fear that's a played out trap, man. I know you're not the only one. And don't look back, just run for cover. And there was nothing she wouldn't give, just to trust him with her nightmare, with her dreams. She's running, just to trust him. He got a big smile, it's fake news. Just run for cover, you got nothing left to lose. Run for cover. Run while you can, baby, don't look back. You gotta run for cover. Don't be afraid of the fear that's a played out trap, man. You
The Killers. Run for Cover. On Radio 2, 17 minutes past 9. So I could tell you who's on Radio 2 today. I could tell you that Ken Bruce is at 9:30, Jeremy Vine at midday. Steve Wright is here at 2 with Cara Delevingne, Miranda Hart and David Hasselhoff, the Hoff, and Simon Mayer with Nigel Barden cooking up sweet and sour chili mussels for Foodie Thursday at 5, and Bob Harris Country at 7, and Joe Wiley at 8, and 10 the Radio 2 Art Show with Jonathan Ross. I could tell you all that, but what I should just tell you instead is stay tuned to Radio 2 all day for more in-concert chances to come and see 5 fabulous acts as part of our 5th anniversary, 5th season of In Concert, which starts with Tears for Fears, kicks off with Tears for Fears on Thursday, the 26th of October, right here, 8 p.m. with Joe Wiley. And you can go down to bbc.co.uk/radio2 and you can register to be in the audience, a free ballot for that, for Tears for Fears. But Ken will announce another act to play in those 5 weeks of live in concerts with Joe. Jeremy doesn't get one, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Is this some kind of punishment for the little horses? Is that what the? It's not because I'm not holding a grudge against him, and it affected me more than anybody else. So we haven't taken an announcement off him as some kind of penal retribution, have we? Some punitive measure. He doesn't deserve that. Anyway, he doesn't get one. That's the bottom line. Steve gets one.
Yeah, Steve gets one.
Simon gets one. And then Joe herself gets one, which is only right and proper. There are 5, and the 5 shows, including our show, that they're going to be announced today. It's a big, big day on Radio 2. Was it a big morning for the top 10, US Vassos?
Somerset Cider Farms. Beside myself on a Somerset Cider Farm, we call this. And Kerry at number 10 kicks us off where we started, in Roger Wilkins Cider Farm. I've been into Roger's barn at 8:30 a.m, says Kerry, to pick up my cider. I've been offered half a pint for breakfast every time I do. Number 9, Sam. My mother-in-law supplies Roger's pickles for the cider farm in Somerset. Alison at number 8. My tenuous link is my dad Derek, playing skittles with a cider farmer from Somerset, who ironically lives in the Somerset hamlet of Beer. Number 7, Barney. We have a cider farmer in our carnival club, and he drives a 100-foot cart around the towns of Somerset every November. Number 6, Bruce. I grew up on a small farm in Somerset. Every year, 2 old ladies would scrump our old orchard. All winter, they would leave sacks of veg at our gate in recompense. Number 5, Lucy. Every Glastonbury Festival Wednesday evening, without fail, we have a family meet at the Cider Bus. And every year, without fail, the hot and spicy makes me shed a tiny tear of joy. Becky at number 4. I went to a Somerset cider farm on my hen do for cider, cheese and pickled onions, and we met Mick Jagger's brother, Chris, there. Sal at number 3. I grew up very close to the old Coates Cider Factory in Nailsea, Somerset. I now live in a house on the edge of an old cider factory. In my deeds, I have environmental hazard, which is the ex-cider dump at the back of my house. Helen at number 2. In 1990, a friend gave me a flagon of Somerset cider, but it exploded in my boot. And at number 1, it's Barbara. In 1978, I got asked for a pint of cider by one of the Wurzels.
I believe her.
I drove my tractor through your haystack last night.
Did she have one? That's the question. Text her back. Was she behind a bar, or was she like standing in the middle of a roundabout randomly somewhere?
Come on now, darling, you got something I need. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres, and you've got 43. Now I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. She made I laugh. I'll stick by you, I'll give you all that you need. We'll have twins and triplets, I'm a man built for speed. And you know I'll love you, darling, so give me your hand. The thing I want the most is all the acres of land. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres, and you've got 43.
kitchen, it's a proper disgrace. Now if I cleaned it up, would you change your mind? I'll give up drinking Strumpy and that larder and lime. 'Cause I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I got 20 acres and you've got 43. Now I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Who loves it, baby? One wee grand couple at that last Wurzel dance. I wore brand new gaiters and me corduroy pants. In your new Sunday dress, with your perfume smelling grand. We had our photos took in a sold in end. Now I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. Now that we both passed our 50s, I think that you and me should stop this gallivanting, and will you marry me?
Yeah.
'Cause I got a brand new
She said no.
combine harvester and I'll give you
The lady.
the key.
Didn't have time.
You're a fine-looking woman.
Combine Harvester, a brand new key. There you go. 9:23. So joining us now, Jim Harris, Dr. Jim, art historian from Oxford Uni. Good morning, Dr. Jim. We're just exchanging cider stories, aren't we?
Indeed. Sad old cider stories.
Yeah, they're good though. They're good. And one of your most drunken nights ever, after a day in the baking hot sunshine on an archaeological dig. Is that right?
Archaeological dig in the middle of the city of London.
Okay, and you thought the best way to rehydrate
was to go to the Baynard Castle and drink a lot of cider very quickly. It was a very, very bad idea. Johnny Taylor, if you're out there, you remember that night because you put me to bed.
Johnny, I've just heard all about it. Right, today's Sports for Thought, please, Jim.
Well, today, Chris, is not a good day, I'm afraid. Immediately after I leave you, I'm off to the dentist. Now, my dentist is very nice, but I would rather walk blindfolded the wrong way down the M1 than have to visit him. I am scared of the dentist. So scared that I seldom go, which everyone tells me is the greatest folly imaginable because it just makes the eventual encounter that much worse. This is true. Recently, I found myself suffering from horrible toothache, which resulted in a trip to the emergency dentist who, having prescribed antibiotics for an infection, then proposed the immediate extraction of the offending molar. Eyes wide with horror, I said no. Went back to the car and sat there for 5 minutes, frantically weighing the thought of pain now against the certainty of pain later, before going back in and getting the job done. Well, almost. Only half the tooth came out, which is why I'm going back today. The thing is, when we are afraid, whether it's dentists or heights or spiders, we are afraid. Even when to someone else it seems foolish and trivial. It sometimes feels like there's nothing as rational as an irrational fear. It's reassuring then that one of the most often repeated phrases in the Bible is, "Do not be afraid." And it's amazing how many things we are told not to be afraid of. Do not be afraid of being lost, of oppressive authorities, of being among strangers, of anger, of panic, of losing everything, of childbirth, of breaking social conventions, of shame. Do not be afraid of the unknown. The thing is, none of these are trivial or irrational. There's nothing here about spiders. These are real problems, real fears, and in some cases, real life-threatening terrors. But what Christians believe is that God is to be trusted to look after these things, these big fears, the things that really keep us awake at night. And I reckon that's amazingly reassuring, even if it does hand us back responsibility for dealing with the things we really ought to deal with ourselves. And while I can't speak for fear of spiders, if God can take care of the big stuff, then surely, I guess, I can manage the dentist. I certainly hope so. Wish me luck.
Well, good luck. Apparently it's just dental phobia. There's no fancy name for fear of dentists, just dental phobia.
I got it.
But fearophobia is what you're talking about.
It is.
Fearophobia.
There you go.
It's the worst thing in the world, and we all suffer from it, and we don't know why, but we should try not to.
We should.
Just pack our bags and run as fast as we can. We hold the future in the palm of our hands. I know you hear me, but do you understand? Yeah, we'll be making a scene. I'll keep on singing while you shake tambourine. Whether we're broke, whether we're living a dream. I see you laughing, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about the highs.
not only on tomorrow's show do we have 4, maybe 5, who knows? Definitely 4 live tracks from Liam Gallagher. Liam Gallagher playing live on the show tomorrow, but also coming up tomorrow, this is massive, Vass's super tip for thirsty husbands, a little unsure whether a drinking pink ticket is in the offing or not. It's all on the way on tomorrow's show. Don't miss it. Here's Lynn.
M61, we've got a couple of lanes closed southbound. This is after junction 5 at Bolton following an accident. The accident on the M62, which was eastbound after junction 30 south of Leeds, has been recovered. M6 still heavy. This is north from 18 to 19. Holmes Chapel to Knutsford. Very slow leaving at junction 19 as well. And the A556 is slow to that same interchange as a result. Nottinghamshire A1, no change on this. It's been closed all morning northbound from North Muscombe to the A57 at Markham. Traffic back to Fernwood, which is back through Newark-on-Trent. The accident on the A3 northbound, just before you get to the M25, that one's gone. But if you're heading out of Cardiff on the A48, Eastern Avenue, this is at Southern Way, Llanedin. The queues are back to the Heath. That's the University Hospital following an accident. Queues into Cardiff as well from the M4. Back with more in half.
Why would you leave Cardiff? Why would you leave Cardiff? City of the Kings and the Queens. All right, Vass, you go first.
Please, says Mark, can you say a good old-fashioned pass the popcorn to me as it's my day off and I'm taking my wife to the cinema?
Please, can you say good old-fashioned happy birthday to the best husband, friend and daddy ever? That's Kenny. He's 44 today. It comes from Claire, Lois, who's 13, and Zara, who's 11.
All right, and Daniela Abram. Daniela, we are feeling your joy here. Please, can you say good old-fashioned, I can't wait to be your wife. To my husband, to be Ian. They're getting married today on her birthday. Isn't that nice, Lynn?
Well, he shouldn't forget the anniversary date then.
No, that's probably why they've done it.
Yeah.
It's one of those wise guy wedding dates.
Or if he does, he's doubly in trouble.
Oh, yeah, he's really in trouble.
Is Ken around?
Hello.
Hello,
I'm just
Ken.
fascinated.
How are you doing?
Just great conversation,
Are
a
you
sparkling wit and conversation that was going
not
on.
unlike the preceding 3 hours, I have to say. As for the next 2.5, who knows?
Have you been on for 3 hours? I didn't know.
It seems like 6. I know.
You wait until you hear the next 2.5.